Nothing happens without God allowing it. Our God is still in control. No matter what's happening, all things, Romans 8:28, Romans chapter 8 verse 28, all things work together for good to them that love the Lord and to those who are called according to his purpose. Let us not get weary. Let us not doubt. Let us not forget that God will provide. Desire of Ages, page 330, paragraph 1. Worry is blind and it cannot discern the future. God has 1,000 ways to bless his people of which they know not. We are there. Time is about to expire and eternity is about to begin. God is no longer holding back the winds of strife. He's about to let loose. God's providential will for his glory, for him to come back to take us home, is on full throttle. The gas pedal is floored. Yes, sir, we are going forward, pressing onward. This time, no holding back. Are you ready? Is your character in line? Are you making physical preparation? Are you storing up that spiritual food? We are there, church. I want us to read our opening text from Job chapter 1, verses 6 to 9. I want us to read our opening text, Job chapter 1, verses 6 to 9. This is what it says. Verse 6 says, "Now there was a day when the sons of God came to present themselves before the Lord. And Satan came also amongst them. And the Lord said unto Satan," this is verse 7, "Whence comest thou?" Question. "Then Satan answered the Lord and said, From going to and fro in the earth, and from walking up and down in it." Bible says that he is like a roaring lion. That's the text says, seeking whom to devour. Verse 8 says, "And the Lord said unto Satan," Job 1 verse 8, "Hast thou considered my servant Job, that there is none like him in the earth, a perfect and an upright man, one that feareth God and escheweth evil." I want you to see Job representing the 144,000. I want you to see Job as the people who are found in Revelation 18 verses 1 to 4. I want you to see Job as the people spoken of in Christ Object Lesson, COL, Christ Object Lesson, page 69 and paragraph 1, in whom the character of Christ will be fully reproduced. I want you to see Job like that. Though Job was in the land, remember the text, Daniel was in the land. Job represents the last day people. I want you to see the controversy between good and evil. I want you to see the fact that Satan, God's providence, that's what we're talking about, that Satan must come to God. That Satan cannot work unless God's providential will allows him as it pertains to his people. We can't be touched. We cannot be moved. He must get the authority from our Abba, from our Daddy, from Lord Sabaoth is his name, Jesus Christ. Can you see this text today? Its application now. Its application today. This is the text is speaking to you and it's speaking to me. This is the time in which we've come to live in. God is about to allow, as he did with Job, to prove his character. Are you ready? We are there. What's coming in your lifetime and mine? On the news every day. Homelessness, oh yes. Food shortage, oh yes. No money, oh yes. Hell, watch me now. But those who fill the position of Job, God will say, must say, as he said here, perfect. An upright man, oh yes. One that feareth God, and escheweth evil. Verse 9 says, "Then Satan answered the Lord and said, Doth Job fear God for naught?" Let's continue to read. Doth Job fear God for naught? Verse 10 said, Hast not thou made an edge about him, and about his house, and about all that he hath on every side? Question. Thou hast blessed the work of his hands, and his substance is increased in the land. But put forth thine hand now, and touch all that he hath, and he will curse thee to thy face. And the Lord said unto Satan, Behold, all that he hath is in thy power. Only upon himself put not forth thine hand. So Satan went forth from the presence of the Lord. I want to join with the testimony. Desire of Ages, page 121. It falls right in line. What it says, all earthly resource is going to be cut off from God's people. See, Satan made a charge that they serve you because you have blessed them with jobs. You have blessed them with food, abundance. You have blessed them with money and bank accounts and cars and education. They serve you for those things. They serve you for what you have blessed them with. So God says, okay, take it away. All earthly resource is going to be cut off. Food, home, shelter, everything. It shall go. It must go. The thing which hath been, there is nothing new under the sun. Ecclesiastes 1 verse 9. Yes, it's coming now. Right. God's providence, God will allow, and it's going to show Satan's onslaught. It's going to show that he's unchanged. It's going to show the evil that he has. But what will it show of God's people? What did Job do? It will reveal God's remnant, God's people who will remain steadfast. Let me tell you something. Worry not about who is wise and who is foolish. Worry not about who are sheep and who, or rather sheep, plural, singular, sheep, or wolves. Let me tell you something. God's providence, God is about to pull back the curtains. Yeah, God is about to tell the angels at the four corners of the earth, Revelation chapter 7, to release. The winds of strife are going to blow. Yes, sir. He must allow it. God will pull back. God will allow Satan to run rampant, because out of that darkness, God's true people will remain steadfast. Like Job. Let's go to this next text today. James 5 verse 10 to 11. James 5 verses 10 to 11. Let's read what it says. Take my brethren, the prophets, who have spoken in the name of the Lord, right, for an example of suffering, affliction, and of patience. Verse 11 says, Behold, we count them happy which endure. Listen now, example, ye have heard of the patience of Job, and have seen the end of the Lord, that the Lord is very pitiful and of tender mercy. What a text. What a text. You have heard of the what? The patience of who? Job. What's our opening text about? Job. The controversy about? Job. Firm, faithful. It says, take my brethren, verses 10 of James 5, the prophets, the preachers, those who tell forth and foretell, God's servants who have spoken in the name of the Lord. That's you and that's me. For an example of suffering, affliction. We're going to have to go through it. God is going to have to test us. We must have what? The patience. Like the patience of Job. Oh yes. That though he slay me, even though the tribulations are coming, God will show his true people. Are you one of them? The last of the last. Those of the 144,000. Those who are represented in Revelation chapter 18. We are here. God will not hold back the winds anymore. They're going to blow. It has begun to be blown. This earth will be turned upside down. I want to ask you a question. Will you remain steadfast? May we remain steadfast.